All right, what it is, what is up, what is happening? Welcome to another episode of Blaze and Flavour brought to you by Pizza Hut. And today we have the one and only Mr. Marshall. Rast. How are you? How are you doing?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm good. Yeah, pleasure to have you.
Thank you for having
The
me.
man, the myth, the legend.
Really?
A lot of people enjoy your work but behind the scenes, but they don't know this is the guy.
Well.
Today they're gonna know, innit?
We like being behind.
No, today you are in front of the cameras. Okay, so just like a quick rundown, just like a quick introduction to those of the people out there who might not know who you are and what it is that you do.
Cool. Thanks for that. Thank you for having me. My name is Marshall Shonhai. I'm a father of 2 boys. I think I do a lot of things, but mainly I do events management. I always say that I speak events fluently.
Yeah.
That's the language that I speak.
That's the language you speak.
I'm an activist, social activist, and an author as well, published author. A lot of people call themselves authors, but are you published?
Yeah, that's the thing.
I'm a 2-time published author.
Mr. Marshall coming in hot with the controversial one. Let's jump straight
Into the pizza.
into the pizza. So this one is Mexican chicken.
Mexican chicken.
Yes.
Did the chicken come from Mexico?
Yes. They flew in the birds.
Or the birds flew themselves?
Yes.
Nice, testing.
How would you say the heat level is?
Yeah.
Not too hot.
Not too hot. It's something I can do.
So let's get straight into it. Why have you taken a tone down on the controversial aspect of everything? Because people, the ones who know with the Marshall can get spicy if he wants to, pun intended.
The guy is spicy just like this pizza.
Yeah.
If I tone down, okay, for you to tone down, you have to have been something. Have I been controversial? I don't think so. I think being controversial is relative. I think our people can't handle the truth. So sometimes when you're a truth speaker, you come across as you're being controversial because sometimes you are saying things that most people would whisper, in dark.
Are you okay?
I need some water, but I'm fine.
First, guess who's having trouble with the first one? This one is going to be exciting.
But I think I've sort of changed my narrative as far as my social media is concerned. I think with any brand, there comes growth. So with where I am in as far as work is concerned, I can do certain things. I used to do a lot of events or music event reviews, right? And I've since stopped those mainly because I also do events, right? I don't mind anybody reviewing me. But then I think some of the truths that we tell about an artist, right? If you critique an artist, sometimes they won't like
What you had to say, yes.
and then you have to meet them on stage.
Yeah, now it's going to be a problem now.
So sometimes it's just something that I chose. Do you know what? For this season, I'm going to stay clear of just certain subjects or conversations. But otherwise, we still speak truth. My truth, I think, is about just being honest with my views and how I see things, and also just speaking truth to power.
All right, let's take another bite.
You think I'm going to back out? I won't.
Okay. Hey, this is the attitude that we like.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get straight into it. Has there ever been an instance where you wrote a critique about an artist, you wrote the check, now you had to cash it in real life when you met them? How was that like?
I think in as far as most artists that we have today, I've written something about them. So it's just a question of how did they receive it. What I love the most is that people have caught my heart in terms of why I do what I do, just to push our industry in a certain direction, but a direction of excellency, a direction of professionalism. So yeah, we crack jokes about it. I don't think there's been any heated sort of confrontation.
Okay.
I've been to some places where you're just walking into an event and people are like, Asha, but you're like, no, I'm not yet to do that. Yeah, but people now understand.
Okay.
Yeah, so there hasn't really been
Like that.
No.
Okay.
No. Guess who's taking the water now?
This is for aesthetics. It's just for the looks. But yeah, so final question before we move on to the next one. What would you say was like one of the most shambolic events that you don't have to mention them by name, but which one would you say like this one was a disaster?
Yeah, I'll mention one.
Yeah.
Is the one that happened recently. I think the most disappointing thing was that our first act was supposed to go on stage at 8 p.m. And I'm known for being strict. I'm known for timekeeping. But on that particular day, our first act went on stage at 11:15 p.m. That's how terrible things were. Artists switching off phones because they don't want to perform at a particular time or when the venue is empty. You know, yeah, I think that was one of the most not controversial, but shambolic in terms of just the host timekeeping. And I think I must commend the crowd and the audience at that event.
The patience.
I mean, we had a DJ on from 7 p.m. to 11.
Hectic.
Yeah, and not even a single can was thrown on this.
So did you guys pay the DJ extra?
My face.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen,
Because for them,
the entertainment industry.
No. We had a few DJs on rotation. So when I'm just saying a DJ on, it's just, it's the same. Whether I've put in 5 people, it's still DJs playing. Yeah. So we had about 3 on rotation, and I actually got a message from one of them thanking me for the extra time. So.
Oh, okay. No, that's good. So this is what you can do.
What?
That.
Yeah, I can.
Majority of it is unfinished.
Of the pizza?
Yes.
Don't worry.
Are you scared?
We're getting there. No. Of pizza. No.
Or you want to pace yourself?
No, I mean we're still here.
Okay, so I think we are ready for the next one. Mr. Marshall is trying to be technical with it, but
we're having a different pizza.
So we have 3 tiers.
No, you can just put it in the same plate.
We have 3 tiers.
We'll move with it.
Or you want to go back? Okay, we got you. Yeah, this one is this is peri peri chicken. The last ones were the birds that flew in from Mexico. And this is peri peri chicken.
Oh, nice.
Alright, so let's jump into it. Alright.
Trying to get the parts that
are no, not at all.
What I like about it is that you can chew it, then it has a kick towards the end. You're about to cry.
No, I'm good. Okay, so yeah. How would you say the spice level on this one is like?
Well, I mean, it's getting,
It's getting a bit, because I can see the sweat.
Nah, there's no sweat.
You're trying to play it cool. And you came dressed in all black. Gonna be your funeral, my guy.
I always dress in this color.
So now, we've gotten to, everything is taking it. Yeah, it's up and ante. So, I heard rumors saying, Marshall said, if your event doesn't have a certain amount of budget, I will not come.
That is not true. Okay, I think what I've said is I will not come to an event if certain aspects are not delivered in a particular space of time.
Yes.
Right? Whenever I meet with a client, I work with everyone. Yes. Right? And especially in the entertainment space, I work with gospel artists, I work with non-gospel artists.
Yes.
But the requirements are always the same, right? So when we do a consultation meetings, there are certain questions that I'll ask, right? And that will help me to determine if I'm taking the job or not.
Okay.
Right? At the end of the day, in events, we say you are as good as your last event, right? So there's a reputation to protect. There's a brand to protect, right? Okay. So you then only take the jobs that you know. Sometimes you miss it, and then things go south. Okay. But most of the times, if you have 2-3 meetings with a client, you can already judge and sort of see, are we going in the right direction or not. So yeah, the biggest word that I use, I think, is no. I think I've turned down more events than
you have accepted.
What would you say are the top 5 biggest shows you've done? Like size-wise and then production-wise.
Okay, for me, the biggest production that I've done in terms of size was a cricket tournament. So we're talking about, tens of thousands. I mean, the Harare Sports Club was full. So there. And as far as music is concerned, we have big crowds in events like Kadoma Music Festival.
Mm-hmm.
And, obviously, a night of Thanksgiving with Janet Manua, where you get about upwards of 5,000. The redefined events by Gateway Stream, the Winky D album launches.
Okay.
So you do all of them?
I think I've done the last two.
Okay.
The last two album launches, yeah, I've done those. Yeah, even when we did the Japreza album launch. Yeah. Yeah, I think and there was Benna Boy as well. That was quite a crowd puller. There was Kirk Franklin Maverick City. That was a huge turnout. And we did Chandler Moore just this year. That was in terms of Then in terms of production, I think each time that I work with Janet Manua, you always push an extra mile because the set has to look different and everything else. So yeah, I think in terms of creativity, in as far as our local artists are concerned, yeah, that's a woman who gives me a real push.
Okay.
She's helped me push even my own standard of work.
Okay.
Yeah, that's in terms of production as well, the Benna Boy show.
Yeah.
I think
Let's speak more about the Burna Boy show.
I know that's exciting, but let me just say this: whenever we do foreign artists, you always see that the production is different. In terms of their tech riders, in terms of their demands. In some events, they will even tell you, we don't want you to move or touch anything. If you're supporting acts, they're just supposed to sit there. I think for the Benna Boy show that we're going to, they actually wanted us to have 2 drum sets on the stage because they didn't want our local acts to.
Okay, so for the people at home who might not know what a technical rider is, what would you describe a technical rider as?
A technical rider really sounds funny, but it's just a list of instruments and the equipment that an artist requires for them to deliver.
So there's certain type of equipment that is not readily available, that has to be imported and all of that. So what would you say was the most difficult concert to get, or be it the amplifier they need or the mics?
I think the 2 biggest shows that I can single out was the Kirk Franklin in Maverick City and the Benna Boy show.
Yes.
Because the tech requirements were quite hectic. But fortunately, in Zimbabwe, what I love about our industry is that you have a little bit of everything. Nobody owns everything.
Yes.
So from this guy, you take that keyboard. From that guy, you take that amplifier or whatever it is that you need. So, yeah, technically in Zim, I think we are really, people have invested. Yes. So it was quite challenging. I mean, they will tell you if this is not available, we are not going to, to work. I think if we to get a little bit more technical, most these days in terms of monitoring, we don't use speakers in terms of monitoring, but we use in-ear monitoring.
Yes,
right.
Yes.
So for the musicians, we use what is called an ME1 or ME1, right? Where it's a gadget. In-ears are plugged onto it, and a musician can control whatever they are hearing in his files, whether they want to hear the loop, the bass or whatever it is, right? And that's standard for us now. But at this one event, we got those, and these Americans were like, we don't know how to use these things. Can we get
on stage monitoring?
No, on stage monitoring. They just needed mixers, sound mixers, 6 channels. Okay. So we had to scramble right all over the place to try and find. So that is the biggest thing that I find with international artists. Our local artists, there's some. I mean, our top 5 will certainly tell you that for us to perform, we need A, B, C, D. So yeah, we're catching on.
Okay.
Yeah, we're catching
on.
And then
on the block,
they also ask you they also send you a hospitality rider.
Yes, I was about to ask that. But before we get to the hospitality rider, I wanted to know, was it true that you had to have 2 separate backlines at the Burna Boy concert?
Yes, definitely. We had 2.
So it must have been like a hectic.
It was hectic because for them, it must sound the same. It must sound a particular way. So yes, I don't know who told you that, but yeah.
Yeah, I have some insider information. I do my research.
Your sources are legit.
So now we're gonna move on to the final one.
Really?
Yes. Okay. This one is going to have you in tears. This one is getting to you, eh?
What do we call this?
This one is fire. You check it. You feel the fire. But it's good. You already came.
So this one, as it lands,
Huh?
it doesn't wait. I mean, the other two,
Yeah.
it's like, it slowly builds up. But this one, as soon as it lands.
As it lands, it's fireworks.
Yeah.
That's good. I save it for last because when I ask you now the pertinent questions, you don't have time to think about
about it.
fake answers.
All right. Okay, let's go.
Of all the artists you've worked with, who has the most technical demands?
I'll not say an artist, but I'll say a gospel artist in Zim. They're on point. They have more technical demands then obviously we have JP because of the bigger band. The technical requirements there are a bit bigger. Yeah. So as far as gospel, every time we're doing a gospel show, you know that the requirement is always.
What is the most expensive refreshment rider or hospitality rider you've seen? And what were some of the things that were on there?
Locally.
Yes, local.
Well, locally, unfortunately, we're not big on riders, on hospitality riders.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why not though?
I think it's just a industry culture. We don't seem to. I've always complained about it, and I think I've even posted about it. That when an international artist is coming, whatever they demand, from alcohol, and everything else, it's provided for.
What is your hospitality rider?
Lots of water,
Yes.
2 liters of Mazoe.
Why Mazoe?
Just the energy. I mean, you need to continuously.
Be up and down, yes, and stay hydrated. Okay, so
And some fruits, yeah.
internationally then, what is the most expensive hospitality rider?
I think the Benna Boy one was exciting.
What was on there?
Just a couple
Some
of
of the things we can't say.
Yes.
But yeah, there's quite some interesting things
Yeah.
on there. And I think there's we did what was it called? Destination Livingstone,
Yes.
right? It was in Zambia.
Yeah.
It was part of the Victoria Falls Carnival.
Yes.
And we had quite some interesting.
Take another bite.
In terms of I thought you were not paying attention. In terms of we had Musakis, we had Boitin.
Yeah.
It's just it was the quality of the alcohol. Okay, all right, all right. We're trying to be decent and not make faces on TV, but I felt that one.
You're suffering.
Yeah. So mostly for these guys, it's the alcohol, really. So you get your very expensive and top end, sort of bottles. Yeah. There's one artist who wanted only black towels. You get specific things like that. Some will say they want sweets, or they want a particular brand of water and stuff. Yeah, in specific, 6 Red Bulls and 5 bottles of Chakati. And for some artists, if that is not there, they will not go on stage.
Oh yeah, I heard Kudi, it's a part of the contract.
Exactly.
Like if you don't give them the hospitality rider, they're not.
So local artists don't go to if they get a green room, that's actually big.
That's what I was about to ask. How many artists have you worked with who have green rooms?
For international artists, it's a requirement.
Okay, locally.
Locally, they will put up green rooms if it is their event, right? But where artists are invited, normally they will not go into the green rooms.
They will sit in the tent.
No, not even in the. Some will just chill, maybe in their cars, hang around, and when it's time for them to come on stage, they'll just pop in. Yeah. So the venue dynamics as well. You don't have too many venues in the city that actually even have changing rooms and stuff. So we have to put up makeshift green rooms.
Okay, so who has the... What happened to a Mr. Marshall, cool guy, men in black and everything? But the good thing is you're already dressed for your funeral, so it's fine.
Daily.
We can just put you in a box and get rid of
In a pizza box.
Yes. Oh, put you in a pizza box. All right, cool. So which artist comes with the largest entourage?
I will say all my Zim dancer artists.
What numbers are we looking at?
If you're not careful, they will run you over.
What numbers are we looking at?
Without mentioning names,
Yes.
there's one particular artist that requires, in terms of accreditation, above 30, right? It's a requirement for them.
Yes.
It's part of the contract. But the good thing is that you don't see them on stage.
They're backstage.
They're not even backstage. It's just access for the.
General
I mean, in as far as artists are concerned, they've got stakeholders and partners and whatever,
Yes.
or sponsors.
Oh,
They'll
yes.
bring them to an event and they'll be in the audience.
Okay.
But in as far as my boys, my Zim dancer artists, the entourage wants to be on stage. That is where the controversy and the fights.
That's a nightmare for stage management.
It is.
People
It
start
is.
stepping on cables and stuff like that.
What most people do not realize is that stage management for us does not start on the day of the event. right? It actually starts as we plan the event.
Yes.
So we make sure that in terms of our entrances, you know, we see how to filter people. In some instances, we actually have to have bouncers
Yes.
backstage as well to say, okay, guys, this is as far as you're gonna go. But
Okay.
in some cases, I mean, you get overrun and then people end up on stage.
So
But we're not shy. We're not shy to go and.
has there ever been an
even
instance
remove
where you
people.
had to get an artist's homeboy bounced off stage?
Oh yeah, I think that's part of my trademark. I'll go and I'll remove you. If you're not part of the act and you end up on stage, I will personally.
Guys, Marshall is gonna bounce you off the stage.
No, it has happened a lot. I mean, for
Yeah.
me, it's always. I think we forget that it's entertainment, and then we've got hangers on, my face, and everything else, you know, to come through.
Yeah.
But yeah, we always. And I think what I would like to commend our artists is that they now do understand
The level of professionalism is
that if
It's
you're
on
not
the
if you're
up
not performing,
Yes.
you know.
So,
So
what would-
the interesting part is that they'll bring in interest. Then the manager will come behind you and say, please remove them. So you have to be the bad guy.
Oh, okay. So what would you say, like, you feel like the tally of the standard of what the production of the shows are looking like now, and where do you feel like they're going to be like in 5 years?
To be honest, Zimbabwe is going up.
yes.
This is because of the reviews that we always get and the feedback that we get. You know, lately we've been getting a lot of artists on world tours.
Okay.
And you find Zimbabwe is always, you know, on those schedules and the feedback that we get from the artists.
Okay.
One of the best feedbacks that you can get from an artist is an artist running over their performance time. They will tell you that we're giving you a 90-minute performance time. And then you see them doing 2 hours. It's because they're out there enjoying themselves.
Okay.
I think I remember one of the best compliments that we got was from Burna Boy's manager, who
Yes.
happens to be the mom.
Yes.
When he was doing his last song, she was like, my son is happy. Well
Yeah.
done. You know. So when you get that kind of feedback. So in as far as productions is concerned, Zimbabwe is going out there. I mean, we've seen a lot of local artists investing in production, especially with their album launches, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, so we are on the rise.
I heard you speaking about top 5. I don't really care, but would you care to elaborate on who you think the top 5 is?
Listen, if I'm going to give you a top 5,
Yes.
there is a current.
Yes.
And
yes.
then there's an sort of like an all time,
Okay.
right? If you're going to talk about Zimbabwe, you can't miss Japreza, you can't miss Macheso, you can't miss Winky D.
Yes. So what would you say is your current top 5?
Current music, I'm not. I'm on a protest. I'm protesting.
Okay, fine. But which top, when you refer to a top 5, what's the top 5 you're referring to?
I think I gave you 3 already. We can find another 2.
What's the other 2?
I'll put Mike on my end there,
Yes.
and I'll put Janet Manuel there.
Okay.
So that's
And I'll
top
put
5
Ferdinand.
production-wise, like stage performance.
I think I'll just
Production,
put in terms of everything,
Yes.
because in terms of their presence on stage, in terms of the numbers that they pull as well. Yeah.
Okay.
Your manager behind the camera is telling me that you're having a hard time and we have to wrap it up. So, ladies and gentlemen, this has been it for Blaze and Flavour, proudly brought to you by Peter Hut. You've had all the insights to all the shows that you go to when you enjoy, from the man who's putting everything together behind the scenes, Mr. Marshall Shonhai. Mr. Marshall, any last words?
Well, just to say, let's keep working. I mean, as an entertainment industry,
Yes.
we have a lot of constraints. We're not like South Africa or Nigeria.
Yes.
But if we keep building, I think we'll build this industry.
Oh, before we finally sign off, I heard there are rumors. Again, my sources, word on the blog, is telling me that you might be working on a tell-all book.
I don't know who's telling this guy things, but anyway, we are done here.
I think we have had the answer, and that is a wrap. Thank you.